Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. Okay, welcome back to our accounting class. Okay, students, I think you might have understood what I have taught you in the first class yesterday about the introduction of accounting and that what are the scope we have in future if you study this accounting group. Okay, that commerce group. Then after completing this plus 1 plus 2, you will be going for BCom or directly to CA or many management courses, secretariat courses, secretariatship. Okay, so you have a very good scope. So it's bet that I am very glad that you have selected this group and I welcome you to this group. So we have seen the introduction in the first class, and once again I will give a short summary about that accounting. Okay, so we know the accounting. What is accounting? It is recording the business transactions in books of accounts. So in short we can say it is bookkeeping. It is bookkeeping. Okay, we are maintaining books of accounts. What are the relevant information that is needed to prepare that financial statements we maintain? That is called accounting. Okay, today we will see the revolution. Not sorry, evolution. Okay, how this accounting has been evolved. Okay, so we can say this one. Accounting is one of the that business language. Okay, it is giving some information to the user. That means what is the function of a language? It passes some information to the hearer. If we communicate, no, that is communication it does, isn't it? Both the two people are needed. One is speaking, the other one is listening. So why we say this accounting also as a language? The language should make understand the people one who read it. So by reading this accounting, we will understand about the business, how it is, whether it is a sound position, that means the assets and liabilities, and before that whether the business earns profit, how it performs, whether it is going in a developing stage or it is in a declining stage. If it earns profit more, okay, than the previous years, we can say it is developing. Okay, so it pass some information to the user. Okay, again you will study about the users who are all using this language, this accounting. Okay, the users, mainly we know the owners, isn't it? Owners only we will think, but not only the owners, we have many other people. If it is a joint stock company, the owners we say the shareholders, isn't it? Then some other people also will invest money, maybe the debenture holders or those who lend money to the company. So they may be the bankers. They also should know whether that particular company, one who gets a loan, whether they are in a position to repay the amount. That also must be watched by the lenders, one who has lent money to the organization. Then those who supply materials to the company, that we can say they are the creditors. Okay, they are the creditors, one who supply materials, raw materials, in order to produce some other product. That company will purchase some goods from suppliers. They are the creditors to the company. So they also will be worrying about the company, whether the company is able to pay back the amount. So they also will be watching how the company performs, whether their financial position is sound or good. Okay, then the government, sometimes it will provide subsidy or because each and every organization is contributing for the capital formation of the country, or the development of a country. So that even the government also prefers that particular company has to earn profit, only then it is doing some better function for the public and for the government also. Okay, it should increase that gross domestic product. That means the production of the country must increase. Okay, so the government is also worrying about the every company. Okay, then the authorities, tax authorities, so that are income tax, we can say sales tax, we can say. So these tax authorities also, they need to assess the tax liability of the company. For that purpose they need the financial statements. Okay, whether if they earn more profit, then they will tax little more, isn't it? So they also will be happy if a company earns more profit, only then they too will get more tax. Okay, in that way we will study this users. Okay, users we will study in a separate heading. Heading means in the same that introduction chapter, in the first chapter we will learn this one. Okay, now we will come back to this evolution. So how this term accounting has been evolved in the whole world when it came into existence. That is what we are going to learn in the evolution. This is just for your knowledge sake. Okay, do not need to study by heart, but you should listen and you should have, because from this evolution only they ask sometimes the one word questions. Okay, so better listen properly. So how it has been evolved. We in India, first we will talk about India. Okay, in India, you better know the one of the kings, the Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya. In his kingdom, one minister was there. His minister name is Kautilya. You might have heard, isn't it? Either in Tamil or in history. In history you might have studied. King Chandragupta Maurya, his minister Kautilya, he wrote one book that is called Arthashastra. Arthashastra we know, Shastram we say in Tamil, isn't it? Then what is the meaning Artha? Arithmetic. Arithmetic. I think I have not taught you. Arithmetic we know. Arithmetic operation. What it is? Plus, minus, multiplication, then division. Isn't it? So this arithmetic. So here itself, the accounting is also somewhat related to the arithmetic, isn't it? We add all the income and we subtract the expenditure, then we will get the profit. So this accounting, that term has been traced out in this book, Arthashastra. Who wrote? Kautilya. He was one of the ministers of Chandragupta Maurya. Maybe the finance minister, isn't it? So he, in that one, in which year? Around 23 centuries before. Okay, that means before Christ, BC. Okay, that means 23 BC 3 centuries. Okay, 20 centuries over. So before BC 3rd century, this king was there. Okay, that time itself that term accounting has been evolved. Okay, now how it that in the book, isn't it? So practically in which century this one has come into existence, that we will see. In the 12th century only. That means 1100 to 1200 AD, after Christ. Okay. So in this century, this 12th century only, this accounting has been in the world. That time some people, you might have not heard, I think, stewards. But we know this people. Steward means the people, those who are in charge of the accounts. That means for the wealth. Okay, they are in charge of the wealth. What and all that amount they spend and what amount they receive. Because most of the landlords, okay, landlords will be having many land, the cultivation, then their harvest they will sell. So they might have appointed these people, stewards. Okay, so these stewards have to maintain the accounts. Okay, that is why we call them that stewards. That means they are in charge. In Tamil, what we say, no, Kanakapillai. Have you heard this? Now you might have heard this one, isn't it? Stewards, that meaning. Okay, so these people, what they do, no, they will maintain the accounts. So in that time itself, in that 12th century, not even 12th century, many 2000, 3000 years before it might be there, isn't it? This one, because the wealthy people not, they do not came after, only after Christ. They were before even 5000 years before they had this, the landlords. So they need to know what and all, what is the income, what is the expense today. What are the receipts, what are the payments of that particular day, so that they might have appointed a person, okay, one in charge. They take care of the wealth, okay. So they have kept these accounts, okay. So that is the first one we have traced out in 12th century. Okay, then in 15th century, in the year 1494, a person in Italy, a merchant in Italy called Luca Pacioli. Okay, he is an Italian. He was an Italian merchant. He has only introduced, or he developed, the double entry bookkeeping system. Okay, double entry bookkeeping system. Here we are going to learn about this double entry system in this year. Okay, in the next chapters you will learn there what is double entry system, and the next year you will study the opposite one, the single entry. What is double entry, what is single entry. Okay, the first one was in the world was single entry. After this one only they have they have developed this double entry. There, what here they might have followed only the single entry. Okay, because there what is the expenditure? Only the cash account they will maintain. Okay, Kanakapilla, if we say only the cash account they will maintain. What are the receipts of the cash, and what is the income that day in cash, and what they have spent, what is the expenditure on that day. The remaining will be submitted either daily or weekly or monthly. Okay, so that is the thing that the stewards might have done, single entry. But here you will learn, here if we say one transaction, if we pay expenditure, then here double entry means we have to write what is that expenditure name. If they pay salary, then what is going outside, two transactions involved, two aspects in a single transaction, that is called a double entry. Okay, here cash is involved and salary is involved. Cash is going out, okay, so it is credit. Salary is salary is debit because it is an expense. Some rules are there, golden rules of double entry system, that you will learn in the third chapter. Okay, there you will understand very well what is double entry system. Just as an introduction I am telling you. Okay, or sometimes if we purchase a land, okay, purchasing a land, one, what is coming inside land, isn't it? That land is not walking and coming, but we assume we receive land. Instead we receive land, what is going out? Cash. We pay cash. So that is the transaction. What is the transaction? Purchasing a land. Here what are the two aspects? Land and cash. So one is debited, one is credited. Okay, here also payment of salary is the transaction. Here one is debited, one is credited. Okay, so that is the expense salary, cash is going out, so we need to credit cash. Okay, so here that we will learn in the third chapter very clearly, you will understand there. Okay, the golden rules of accounting and everything. So this system was introduced by Luca Pacioli in the year 1494 by an Italian merchant. That is what you should know. Okay, then after this 15th century, in 18th and 19th centuries, what is happening? That large scale production came into existence. Okay, large scale production, that means the industrial revolution took place in the world, especially in England or Great Britain. Okay, England and America, in foreign countries, what they did, that is what we learn in history also, isn't it? The British people, they came to India just to find out markets to sell their products. Why? They have produced a large number of products. In order to sell their products only, they came to India, find out market. Okay, and here they have discovered many raw materials, and they took the raw materials and took there, and they have provided employment opportunities there itself in their company. They produced and brought back those goods to our country, and they have sold for higher price. Okay, so that large scale operation, large scale production came into existence in these centuries, 18th and 19th centuries. That time only they have understood the importance of accounting. Okay, so that accounting that gained the most importance in these 2 centuries only. So because they need to know how much amount because they have to spend a large amount as capital. Okay, because they have to invest their most of the capital in purchasing the machineries. Then many people will be appointed as workers. The laborers will be more, to pay more salary, isn't it? Then in order to keep machineries, they have to buy a large area of land. Okay, all these are that assets. Okay, then to run this machineries and everything, they need more laborers. Then to take care of the laborers, they have to appoint the managers. Okay, they have to pay salary for these people. So they had to invest a large amount. Okay, in this centuries in their organization. So in order to see the performance, whether after completing 1 year or after completing 6 months, they want to see how much more they need to spend and how much they have earned from their business by spending a large sum of capital amount. Okay, so here only this one came into existence. Which one? The financial accounting, financial statements, financial accounting. Financial accounting means that ordinary accounting, okay, that is called financial accounting. That means what is their performance, that means the trading and profit and loss account to find out the profit. Okay, then the balance sheet to find out the financial position of the business. Okay, yesterday I told you, that one they have to see. Okay, up to here I think I can complete. The remaining we will see in the next class. Here also today we do not have anything to study by heart. So what you can do, you have to listen to this video 1 or 2 times. Okay, at least 2 times if you listen, you will be very thorough. Okay, daily one if you listen, it is enough that you have to you have studied. Okay, and I will give you in the next class, tomorrow's class, I will give you 1 or 2 question answers. That's all that I will write in a book and I will show to you. You have to study that one. Okay, after explaining nicely, I will give the question answer. Okay, then you can read that one and study, or you write in your separate notebook. But if we receive the books, it will be easy for us to study. Okay, students. So one another request also, be safe in the house, do not go anywhere. Boys will be in our class, isn't it? Even though I do not know your faces. So be in your house safely, don't go outside. So now the condition is very critical. Okay, everybody sit and pray. Okay, after doing this, listening to these videos of all the classes, and help your parents and be obedient to your parents. Okay, but don't go unnecessarily outside, because nowadays it is that very critical condition. Even one of my relative also died of this corona disease. Okay, so be safe and sit inside the house and do your work and listen to this video. Okay, students, thank you very much.